Yo, what up guys, Beside here with a champion spotlight for Mighty Ukko, a legendary champion who I've obtained since it was released as a fusion, but I've never really enjoyed her in every content that she's supposed to be useful in. What do I mean? This champion can be used in PvP and PvE, but since I have her, I've been using her in only PvP content. So in this video, I'm going to show you two builds: my old build that I've been using in PvE and my new build that I'm about to use in mostly arena. The first build I will show you can work in every content, but let's just go straight into this video. If you're new to this champion, you don't know what she's in raid for, the first thing I'll tell you that this champion is a reviver, not just an ordinary reviver that will revive everybody on your team. No, she will also put a block damage buff on them, which means they will take no damage for at least one turn if the enemies try to kill them again. So that's block damage buff. Is extremely useful for somebody who just revive with 40% HP. They might just go down immediately, but this block damage makes sure when they come back to life, they cannot be killed instantly. It's amazing. A good way to revive your allies and keep them alive longer. This skill will be used whether anybody is dead or alive. That means it will be a skill that just places increased speed. So it's not at that point when nobody is dead, she'll just use it to place increased speed. This makes it go on cooldown for 4 turns if it's used, and then you'll not be able to revive anybody for 4 entire turns. It's still not a bad wait for somebody who wants to get revived. 4 turns is not that bad, I guess. So that's the way I used to use her in Hydra especially, or in general PvE content where you need a reviver right here. Increase speed or revive everybody and put block damage on them. It's amazing right here for you to use on Mighty Ukko. Now another way for you to use this champion is to remove all the buffs that the enemy have on them. On this skill right here, to attack 2 times, each hit has a 75% chance. When booked, it will be a 100% chance to remove 2 random buffs from the target. So she will hit them twice and she removes 2 buffs from them. So if they have 4 or 5 buffs, you only remove 2. She also places block buff debuff. You know that one that is essential in the Hydra. That's why I use that the most. And it should place it on the Hydra heads or in PvP in the enemy heads right here, including a decreased accuracy and debuff on them for 2 turns if they have no buffs after she's done attacking. Usually in PvP content, they usually don't have more than 2 buffs. So that's why this will most likely land on them and decrease their accuracy, and they can't hit you so hard or land debuffs on you. We decrease accuracy on them and this block buff debuff on them. Extremely useful skill right here. Removing it will hit them, right? That means it's not one of those ones that will happen without hitting. This is most likely to do a little bit of damage based on attack, but this champion is not built for damage. So now I've shown you 2 ways to use her, either as a reviver to just bring people back to life, or as a champion who is removing all the buffs that the enemy have on them. If the enemy has no buff on them, you can still use this skill because it will place this block buff debuff on them and decrease accuracy. Very useful in every boss content in raid. You normally need decreased accuracy so they don't land debuffs on you, including the clan boss, or even this block buff debuff can be used for that content. But I've not seen her being showcased in that content most of the time though. All right, now that you know her 2 main skills, let me show you the A1. It's not a totally useless A1. It's an AoE A1. AoE A1 is known in raid for being very good because we usually put in on the champion who requires stun set. So this champion will attack all enemies on her A1 and she will place decreased attack. It's a 50% chance though, booked up to a 75% chance of placing decreased attack on the enemies. So that's a very good chance that the enemies will always have decreased attack on them, because she will use this A1 when her A2 and A3 are on cooldown. Decreased attack on an A1 is very good because it's not just one target, it's all the targets. So in the Hydra, 4 heads all get decreased attack most of the time. Now she has a very good passive also. This is not done. Yes, this champion is crazy good. This passive will steal 1 random buff anytime the enemy tries to place it on themselves. So it's a 50% chance of stealing the random buff. So if they try to place decrease, or if an arbiter boosts her attack of her allies, right, she will just grab one of the attack from them. So she will not steal all their increased attack that they just try to place on them. She will only steal from one person, random. So this time around, she might still increase speed from them. She might still increase attack. She might steal stone skin. She might steal shield. She just keeps stealing buffs from the enemies randomly. So it's a 50% chance it will happen, but most of the time it will happen. when she put that buff on herself, she will protect that buff. That means it cannot be removed, it cannot be stolen, it cannot have the turn reduced. So the buff she steals from the enemies will be protected. That's a very, very useful passive, if you ask me. On her aura, this champion has increased speed in all battles by 20%. That means she can be used at the leader slot in every content in raid, not just only arena. She can be used if you don't have anybody else with better aura right here. She's very, very good for that. Now it's time for me to show you my first build for this Mighty Ukko, this Skinwalker's faction champion, and how I've been using her in the Hydra all this time. And finally, I'll go ahead and show you my new build that I want to test her in right now in this video. So the first build, newer players who relate to this champion needs accuracy. Like you can see, I've talked about her build, where that's not her. Mighty Ukko right here. Perception is the best way to easily reach those accuracy stats, but for a champion like this that I wanted to also go fast, I needed her to go with perception, and maybe speed set will be included. But for newer players coming in, just getting a Mighty Ukko, this set is easily obtained by anybody in raid that have been playing up to a month or two. You'll be able to get good perception set or beginner accuracy set that you found from the dragon to get her to go to land and dodge debuff from the enemies. So remember, this is the skill that she's known for right here: debuff, decrease accuracy. And then this one doesn't need accuracy, but this is her A1 and A2 needs accuracy. That's why I landed perception on her. This also gave me enough speed. If you check out the stats that I was using in the early game: accuracy substat, accuracy substats, accuracy and speed substat, no crit rate or crit damage required, defense or resistance on the chest. I didn't know that, but it has accuracy substat. So resistance is not required depending on the content you're using her in. Speed boots, because this champion needs to go fast so she can do her revive and come around to her skills. I'll show you her first masteries. I'll also be changing her masteries in this video. The first masteries that I was using for PvP content, what I used for clan boss, Hydra, dungeons, this is the first mastery that I was using on her. General masteries right here to just come down to War Master mastery. This is her damage dealing, the only damage dealing ability that she has. And then turn meter boosting as as she's landing those debuffs on the enemies, I mean. And then chance to extend the duration of those debuffs she's also landing. So I'll be changing up the masteries so you can see the PvP build. So remember, like I said, this build can also be used in PvP, just that it's not the best. This one is used for mostly Hydra, dungeons, any of the dungeons, anywhere you're going to use her, or even Doom Tower if you want to use her. Total stats, I was looking at over 450 accuracy on this champion, and yes, the resistance did get up to 374, which means some of the Hydra heads could not steal boss from her. So this was my Hydra build. So I'm about to build her in a totally different build right now. That means she'll still be viable in the Hydra with this new build, but for newer players, just go triple roll of accuracy, I mean perception sets, and you cannot go wrong. All right, it's time for me to pause and go change up my Mighty Ukko and give her more of a PvP 3v3 arena, 1v1 arena, live arena type of build, and hopefully that build can also work in dungeon content or PvE content. I'll be right back with my new Mighty Ukko second build.
A few moments later.
Alright, after a careful rebuild, this is my second build for Mighty Ukko, and this is what I'm going to be using for PvP from now on. This build is also having enough stats to be used in Hydra and every other content that was using her before. So that's the Stunstead build. She'll be a stun magnet right now, and yes, you're seeing right, the accessories is triple set of this amazing set that makes you counter attack: Revenge Ring, Revenge and Amulet, and Revenge Banner right here, which means 15% chance total that when you touch this Mighty Ukko, she will use her A1 against you and get your team or some of them stunned. I'll test her in battle so we can see, but I'll first of all show you some of this gear. Crazy gear. Yes, I had to steal from my Deacon and some other champions who are rocking this gear, because yes, Mighty Ukko is actually worth stealing gear for. So that's my weapon, the chest. I did give her HP and defense. I didn't want her to just have fast stun set and fast speed and then die. I gave her HP and defense up to 3.5 and up to 70,000 HP. She doesn't need it, but just to make her a little bit tanky so she doesn't just fall flat easily by the enemies. Since she's not in a stone skin or any set that will keep her alive, triple speed set right here. I mean triple speed sub stats and then speed boots all over there. I still don't have a 6-star banner, so I went with a 5-star one just because I wanted that revenge accessories on it. And I also changed up the masteries because when you have a champion who is built to stun the enemies, the best mastery for that champion is fearsome presence, which increases the chance that you stun by an additional 5%. So that's all you need right here for those champions in a stun set. This stun set doesn't need accuracy, but I still went towards this support 3 to get me some accuracy right there. So this might keep her alive a little bit longer, and I went for resistance. I didn't have enough resistance from my artifacts, but it's gonna help me a little bit. Total stats, you're looking at my new set now has 70k HP. Like I said, I was aiming for about 3-5 defense, but I didn't hit it. And then for speed, 260. This is not a champion I'm building just for 200 speed to be slow. 260 speed is still enough to be used in general PvE content and be fast enough for PvP also. Accuracy, I managed to be over 3,400 and I mean 340. I mean, so that will mean I can maybe debuff some of the enemies, and not the high resistance enemies though, but some of the enemies on PvP can still be debuffed and remove their gear from them. I mean their buff from them and put debuff buff on them. So all right, let me head into some arena battle, and hopefully my new built mighty Ukko can now begin to be a menace, because a lot of people have been doing the same thing to me. It's time for me to pay them back in the arena and hopefully stun everywhere. So of course I'm gonna go against a team that will not put my skill on cooldown. Let me hit refresh and let's see who will go against right here. Sifi and Rotos, no. Who do I fight in this battle? Let me just go against I don't want to go against a team that will put my skill on cooldown. This is gonna block everything. Let me just try this team. They don't have a win condition though, so this is probably, oh, this is a nuka right here in the front. All right, so mine to Ukko. Which team do I use against them now? Let me try this team. We should work in this team. Do bombs. They will cleanse the bombs or block it. A go first team or a go second team. I still have to think about my team selection right here, because if I'm going second like this and just relying on my AoE nukes to nuke them, because I don't want to do single target nuke right here. Let me see if this works out fine for me. HP based nuker, mighty Ukko, and what's his name, Python, helping to keep me alive. Hopefully they don't die first. And I'm gonna start the battle. They probably will cleanse it, but let me start with the battle with my A1. Yes, let me start the battle with my A1 first, in case they just do any of those there. Yes, I blocked it. Thank goodness. All right, now I can begin to see if I can cleanse their increase accuracy. Is that what we did? I don't need increase accuracy, but I guess I'll go with it. It's not time to nuke them though. Oh, it's time to nuke them, I guess. I wanted to remove their buffs before I nuke them. And I stole gear from my from what's her name? This is my tanky champion. I forgot. I was supposed to use this skill first. I've still not seen the buff, what do you call it? The stun happen though. It's the stun I'm looking forward to happening. Mind you, Ukko, where is the stun set that we put on you? Instead, we have another champion doing stun instead. Come on, Mighty Ukko. Stun. We're not seeing it happen. I thought the stun would be happening every time, like. Uh-oh. We got some debuff on us. Cleansed it. Increase speed that we don't even need. That's the counter attack that I was talking about. My entire team is healthy. We're in no fear of dying, but they are getting closer to dying. It's time for me to nuke again. Nice. So this time around, I didn't see any stun coming in from Mighty Ukko, but hopefully we can get that. Did I put a 4-piece set? Hopefully I did. That's the stun. Finally, we can see the stun on UDK, so it does work. So that's the team that I think I might use. I still have to put gear back on that champion that I stole gear from. But let me try another team. There's probably this one. Let me put gear real quick on this champion because I stole gear from her. Immortal. I should put her in a stone skin soon though. That's why I stole from her. Immortal Globe. Do I have any? HP base. I don't have any HP base. I just have to do with this one for now. Just for this battle. Alright, let's go. Go second team is what I will use again. I don't know if Mighty Ukko works in the go first team, but yeah, I think she should. She started the battle with her increased speed. I don't even need it. Well, it's good because now we can remove their... Well, they blocked their damage. I can't do anything yet. Let me go with my A1. Mighty Ukko did steal the block damage. I forgot. I didn't see it. Who did she steal from? Is this other Helicat. She stole it. I was thinking, why does she have block damage and she stole it from Helicat? That's nice to see. So she's working as intended. All right, let's see if we have enough accuracy to debuff them with Mighty Ukko. Yes, we do have enough, and we stunned their damage dealer, who is this dude right here, so he can do nothing to us. Will she counter attack? She did not. A1. And let's nuke. Got it. He's gonna revive. I knew it. I'm looking for that stun. Counter attack. Yes. Counter attack again. No, she did not. I'm not supposed to be killing this champion. I'm supposed to be killing their what do you call them? They are revivers first, not the nukers. The nukers are no threat to me yet. Let's go for the stun champions. Or do I try to nuke them again? Not enough damage. That's Elva, right? She's the one healing them back to full. So let's take her out first. Remove, remove. I stunned too. The block damage again. Did she still block damage this time around? No, she stole. Yeah, she did steal it. Block damage has been stolen. Mighty Ukko is a thief. Stealing all the enemy buffs one by one. Stun. Nope. We are fully, as in, nobody is in danger of dying in this entire team. We're just fully tanky team, just going second and beating them. But these enemies at the same time, I think I need to target the right people so we don't make a battle that is too long. I'm hitting the wrong people. I should start hitting these revivers so this battle gets ending soon. Yeah, let me start targeting Elva because she's the main problem in this team. Almost had her. Will she revive? Let me kill her first, please. She revived one. Okay, that's not bad, I guess. Can we do something before he revives everybody again? I want to kill Elva first. Let's stun her. No stun. A1. There she goes with the healing again. Come on. Why is it taking so long to just kill a bunch of revivers? Well, whenever there are two revivers in the team, this is how it is. I brought in the AoE damage dealer because I thought that would be the best way to go. But now, let me see if I can do it this time around. Finally! No mercy this time. Come on! What is up with this Elva? Die! Remove her buffs. Nope, highly resisted. Finally, we're done. I'm not fighting a second battle. You get the idea. Mighty Ukko did not stun a lot, but I did see some stuns in this battle. Yeah, I will use her in my 3v3 teams, in my go second teams, and put one damage dealer right here. And just like this, my team was not in danger of dying at all. And yeah, that's what she's there for, to consistently stun and at the same time do some revives if anybody goes down. This time around, nobody went down. And this same build will work in the Hydra just like it did before. And yeah, she's still in my Hydra team right here. You can see her. That's Mighty Ukko right here in my Hydra team. Leader slot because of that increased speed aura that she has. And then she's still having enough accuracy to actually place that block and debuff on the Hydra heads. And also decrease accuracy that she brings to the team. So that's how I'm going to be using her in the new build. You guys let me know in the comments below which of the builds you preferred. The beginner build, which just went full accuracy on and speed, and this second build, which is more of an endgame build, which shows good stun set, enough accuracy to land, has debuff still, but this time coming in with an extra utility of A1 stuns and A2 stuns repeatedly on the enemies. I think maybe they did some changes to her to not allow her stun all the time, but I don't know. I still think this stun set is a viable one for PvP, better than Perception, where you just get maybe shipped or something. So did I show her Blessing? I don't have Blessing on her, but Polymorph, I see some people going Polymorph for her. For up of PvE, you're going towards Brimstone. Let me know how you built your Mighty Ukko. This is how I'm going to use that for early game. You've seen the early game build and then the end game build. I look forward to your comments below how you're going to use this champion or where you're using it right now in raid. If there are any other champion you want me to take a look at, let me know in the comments and I'll be able to build them and get back to you. I just decided to do Python and Mighty Ukko because they are part of a 10x right now going on in raid, and you can pick them up if you're pulling shards for the ongoing fusion. Like, subscribe for more daily raid, share your own content. I'll see you guys later.